The 5 books of law are Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. In Hebrew, these are called the Torah. Torah just means law. In Greek, these are called the Pentateuch. The word Pentateuch just means 5 books. So, these are the 5 books of law. The first book of the Bible, Genesis, has 50 chapters. The title, Genesis, means origins. Moses writes the book of Genesis most likely to the first generation of Israel after they are redeemed by God from Egyptian captivity. Moses is teaching the recently redeemed Israelites of their origins and the covenants that God makes with their forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, also known as Israel. The second book of the Bible, Exodus, has 40 chapters. The title, Exodus, means going out, or departure. Moses writes the book of Exodus most likely to the first generation of Israel after they are redeemed by God from Egyptian captivity. Moses is teaching the recently redeemed Israelites of the great things done by God as they were going out and departing from Egypt to enter into a covenant with him as their king. The third book of the Bible, Leviticus, has 27 chapters. The title, Leviticus, means pertaining to the Levites, specifically, the priests of the tribe of Levi. Moses writes the book of Leviticus most likely to the first generation of Israel about a month between the end of Exodus and the beginning of Numbers. Moses is teaching the priests of Levi their responsibilities in service towards the people of Israel for all to dwell pure and holy with their holy God and King. The fourth book of the Bible, Numbers, has 36 chapters. The title, Numbers, refers to the counting of the 2 censuses near the beginning and the end of the 40 years in the wilderness. Moses writes the book of Numbers most likely, now, to the second generation of Israel after 40 years in the wilderness and the first generation has mostly passed away. Moses is teaching the second generation of Israel of the unfaithfulness of their forefathers and the need for this second generation to remain faithful to their faithful God and King. The fifth book of the Bible, Deuteronomy, has 34 chapters. The title, Deuteronomy, means second giving or second telling of the law. Moses writes the book of Deuteronomy to the second generation of Israel after 40 years in the wilderness, before Moses passes away and Joshua finally leads them into Canaan. Moses is teaching the second generation of Israel about the character, nature and purpose of their God and King. He is faithful and they must remain faithful to him, or else. These are the books of law, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. The Highway Church of Christ in Harrison, Arkansas invites you to read the Bible with us.